What is going on, everybody? We are live once again, Tuesday at 1 o'clock, running a little bit late today. And Andrew is all about town, handling some stuff. So he'll be in shortly with us. But just glad to be back here live on this Tuesday, talking to you guys. A little cold this morning. About my area. Got up about 6 o'clock and it was in the 40s, right at 40 exactly in Sebring. I don't know what's going on here in Florida. It was supposed to be cold in December, and here we are almost over January, mid-January, and it's freezing. I think the winter is upon us, guys, and the fishing, for me at least, has been picking up a little bit. Being primarily a bank fisherman, I kind of like this type of time because it's really cold. That the shallower water warms up quicker, and a lot of those bigger fish will start pushing up into those shallow areas and little creek channels and things like that I really like to fish in. So, I'm doing good things. I'm doing big things right now. I do know out on the lake and in my area, that lake is Lake Istapoga. It's been a little tough, but there's still big fish being caught. A lot of fish being caught daily. Shout out to Corky and Tangy Guide Services on Lake Istapoga. Every time they go out, I'm seeing these guys pulling some giant fish. So if you're in this area and you're looking to get out on that big lake, it's not as big as Okeechobee, but it's pretty big, and it can be quite intimidating if you don't know what you're looking for or where to fish on that lake, because it all looks good. Istapoga is one of those lakes where everything looks good. Every patch of pads, every patch of reed looks like there's going to be big fish in it. Tangy and Corky got it kind of dialed in, and they can get you on them big fish. So if you're in this area, you want to tackle Istapoga, Tangy and Corky and Tangy's Guide Services on Lake Istapoga, they'll get you bit every single day. I open up Facebook, there they are holding a fistful of fish. So I mean, they're getting it done. I got to take some pointers from them. Nick, what's going on, bud? Thank you very much. That video, we're going to talk about it. I got the product here in front of me, so we'll talk about that here in just a few seconds. But I do want to give a huge shout out to a really good friend of mine, Matt Hoover, out of Inglewood, Hookset Films. He's doing big things. He does the Goliath fishing with Captain James Marco. Just done a ton of stuff for me, ton of stuff for Ryan, and just a lot of product shots and commercials and stuff you guys probably don't even realize that he's done. Matt Hoover used to do a lot of filming with Scott Martin too for his channel. Yo, Fish Guy Lou, what's going on, bud? Thanks for tuning in, man. But I appreciate you, man. No, but shout out to Matt Hoover. That's my boy, man. He's my boy for life, and to see how much he's progressed and where he's at now in his career is just amazing to me. And the fact that he still looks out for me, for the little people, I consider myself a little person, means a great deal. And that video came out awesome. I got a few more coming here in the near future. Just got to, align that with real sonar and make sure all of our drop dates are in order here so we don't jump the gun. But they have some really awesome products, guys, if you guys haven't checked them out yet. This being one of them, right? Standard looking scale, nothing too crazy, nothing too fancy about it. But let me tell you, I don't know how to get water into this scale. A lot of scales that are being sold right now are waterproof or water resistant. I can't. This is waterproof with a capital P, because I cannot get water into this. We floated it. I've set it in a fish tank overnight. I've set it in a creek and put a rock on it to try to see and everything. The only thing I would make sure you understand is that you keep this little guy shut, because water can get into it that way. But even that, I even tested it with that. There's like a little plug right there. It's just a measure if you want to measure your fish, or if you guys are kayak fishing or something like that. It even has that for you. If you always want to know the length, like, that's a short, fat fish, right? No one's going to believe me. Boom, you got your measuring tape here. You can take a picture and it goes. I mean, it goes. There's ain't a bass in the water that's longer than that. And if it is, you got the state record. But it goes back in nice. You don't have to fight it in or nothing. Plug it up and you're good to go. It goes up to 99 pounds, 100 pounds. So if you're catching bass that big, you own them. But no, it's simple. Hit the button, comes on. It's backlit so you can see at night. Zeroes out. 100 pounds, right? And you just hook it and you're good to go. Very accurate. It will lock in. I'm not that stable, so it's not going to lock in. And if you don't like the whole hooking thing right there, comes with some grips. So you can just, flip your fish that way and you're good to go. So I love it. I absolutely love this scale. I tend to go through scales like every month because I beat them up. I just throw everything in my bag and hope that it doesn't get broke. but it's an awesome scale. Hey, look at him. Thanks, Nick. Give him all the information. Give him all the information, man. And honestly, one of the coolest features about this is, let me tell you, Fish Guy Lewis, they're very good scales. Even if it wasn't, I wouldn't use it. I just don't use stuff I don't like. And I don't promote stuff that I don't think works well. It just doesn't make sense to me, right? Because I know it would say, "Oh, Joe said this, and it doesn't work." So why would I damage myself, right? Why would I damage my reputation? But this is a really good scale, guys, for the price. I don't know the exact price on it, but worth every bit of it, man. I promise you that. And it comes with this too, which is really cool. They have different models of scales. This one, if you're a bank angler, if you angle a lot, and you're worried about your scales fizzing out, this is the one you want to get, the waterproof one, the red one. There's a blue one that's Bluetooth that connects to your phone. It can record all your weights and stuff like that. That might be a little more helpful for like kayak fishermen trying to, keep record of your weights. So yeah, iBobber, man. The boys over at Real Sonar, I appreciate you guys, taking me on personally as an angler. And, glad I could be part of the team this year. There's a lot of cool stuff coming from these guys this year, and I'll be sure to let you guys in on the new releases and stuff here through NextFish as well. But you can follow my personal account now. I'll keep you guys up to date with everything going on there. But Fish Guy Lou, man, I appreciate. I just want to let you know I appreciate you. When you interact with anybody or with the NextFish account on Instagram, it's generally me responding to you guys. So Fish Guy Lou, keep tagging us, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate your determination and your hustle, man, and your words of inspiration, because you know there's a lot of hate out there, and you ain't a hater, man. So keep doing your thing, but I see the snook, boy. I see you, boy. You're doing big things. We'll have to get you a little care package because Fish Guy Lou's been showing love for a very long time, very, very, very long time. But Andrew is out and about. I don't know where he's at currently. He should be home shortly. He had to go save the day, Superman Andrew. So what we'll do, we're going to go into the Power Pole commercial, and I'll give you guys one more little peek at something from the guys over at Real Sonar. We'll talk about that until Andrew gets back in here. And we'll just talk about that because this is a really cool piece of technology as well. I really want to get this product out in front of you guys and, make you aware of it, that it exists. So Power Pole first, let's rock out, and then we'll come back and talk about something cool. And it's a cool lure, actually, that's pretty good in this area around this time of the year when the weather is how it is. So Power Pole, and we'll talk some more iBobber stuff when we get back.
Things you let me see.
God, that commercial gets me hyped every single freaking time. Every time. If you don't have power poles, if you've never fished with power poles, you don't know what you're missing. Even down to the micro. Oh, those are the worst. Those are the worst. Thanks for chilling with us, man. Thanks for chilling with us, dude. But yeah, the power poles on the back of your boat, or kayak, or any flotation device that you're fishing off of are huge, man. They'll keep you in that spot really well. Customer service is top notch. I've had multiple guys, damage their power poles, and then Power Pole does a great job. The Watt brothers do a great job on getting you back out fully functional as quickly as they can, especially with all the issues with shipping and getting product. And it's been tough, guys, for the fishing industry. Being on the inside, I hear all the struggles and thanks for bearing with us and hanging with the companies that you guys like and just hanging in there, because it's tough, man. We want to sell you stuff. You want to buy stuff. It's just not coming to us to sell you. So thanks for hanging in there with us. Thanks for being patient. Thanks for all the support, because as soon as we do get stuff, I know Bass Assassin sells out all the time. Vector Hooks is always moving stuff. Power poles are just flying off the shelves. The power pole charge systems are you can't keep them in stock. Once a shop gets known that they have them, they're out. Just like that. So thank you for being patient and understanding with this shipment thing going on right now in the world. Hopefully this year gets a lot better. It gets cleared up and everybody does a lot better this year, because it's been a tough 2020, tough 2021. But the fishing community, man, is a beautiful thing. We've remained strong, remained true, and helped each other out as much as we can in every aspect that we can. So keep staying strong, hold together, guys. We're gonna make it through this, and to keep fishing. That's all you gotta do is get out and go fishing. When it all comes bearing down on you, grab your rod, head to your local pond, make a few casts. Even if you don't catch anything, that's not what it's about. You know this. So I'm gonna go ahead and talk about this product here. It's a jerk bait, right? Just nice little jerk bait. Got a little purple, a little black back into that pearl, and then bam, got the orange on the bottom. But as you noticed, we got a little battery thing here, and this is where you charge this lure. I don't have the cables with me at the moment. I should have came better prepared. But this lure is a lure that does a few things. It emits noises, bait fish noises, and the eyeballs actually glow. They do glow. This type of lure, a jerk bait, not specifically this one, but this one works well too. I've tested it. It catches fish, guys. It definitely does. So the cool thing about this is you charge this lure up, the night before your tournament. You connect them, boom, boom, charge it up, plus minus. It has a little cord, and this thing gets to going. Right, it emits those bait fish sounds, and the eyes glow. It gives you some secondary action, because the thing with the jerk bait, a lot of people don't understand, is sometimes it's not about how fast you move this thing. It's about the pause, how long you can let that jerk bait suspend in an area before those fish come and bite it, especially when it's a little bit cooler. As the water starts to warm up, you can kind of get it going a little bit more, especially here in Florida. The pauses aren't as long as someone up north would use. So for these, what I like to do is I throw a little bit heavier line than people would traditionally. I even go up to like 14, 15 pound, because I'm fishing in a lot of shallow cover, right? So I want to keep this lure up as far away from that grass as I can, but I also want it to be close to it. It's a fine line where you want to get this thing just touching the tips of that grass. So I experiment with line size to get rise and depth with my jerk baits. But this one's really cool. It gives you that secondary action. With the glowing eyes, with the noises, and it still has its classic little knock, So there's a little knocker in there, and you can hear that, and it makes noise too, just like your traditional jerk bait. So you can charge it. You don't have to. If that's a little too much going on and the fish aren't responding to that, make that adjustment, right? Just don't charge it. It still works fine if it's not charged. But charging it, it'll give you a couple little extra benefits, something a little bit different than what everybody else is throwing behind in front of you. You could come out, you can come behind them with something different like this. They're hitting jerk baits. The guys in front of you ain't getting bit too much. You come behind them with something a little bit different, you'll get the bites, right? You'll pick up those extra few fish that those guys are missing. Tremendous amount of cool color patterns. This is just one of them, one of my favorites. It has the orange belly. There's something about that in Florida that just works well, and it's just basic shad, nothing crazy. They do have like bluegill looking ones. They have some shinier ones. So there's a good range of colors for you to pick up. And again, this is the time of the year that I'm finding a lot of good success with this. And if you guys haven't thrown the jerk bait this time of the year, pick one up, experiment with line sizes based on the depth of water you're fishing. And you should be able to get a good bite, on one of these jerk baits. I don't have any more near me. But this lure has been doing really well for me right about now. It's an electric, it's like a robot jerk bait. Like, this is like 2022 futuristic stuff right here, guys. So, man, I'm just excited about the whole Real Sonar team and what they got offering and what they have coming out for 2022. This is the only couple things I can release right now to you guys to let you know about it. But keep an eye out for Real Sonar and iBobber. They got a lot of cool things coming out. They also have the bobber for you bank fishermen. Even you Fish Guy Lou, if you guys fish spillways and things like that, they have the bobber that is a fish finder, and it reports all the information back to your phone. So if you hit a spillway or you find a new cove or something you want to fish and you want to see, I wonder if there's some structure down there. I wonder where the rock is. I wonder where that big drop is. Tie that thing to the end of your pole, sling it out there, and let it record. You'll have a full visibility of the area you're fishing. You're going to find that rock. You're going to find that shopping cart. Dade County. If you're in Dade County, I know there's a shopping cart in your canal somewhere. You're gonna find those things that other anglers may not be able to find. So you'll have that advantage of the spot that most anglers won't. Nice. Yeah, they work, man. I don't have it again. I'm just not prepared. I wasn't prepared to talk about this today, but here we are. But they do work. Structure is key. Structure holds fish. If you don't know what's down there, you could be wasting a lot of cast. Not fishing near the structure or where the fish are. It'll even tell you if there's fish there or not. So you can, make a few casts with that, realize, oh my God, I'm fishing around a lot of good structure. There's just no fish here. What am I doing? Right. So you can move on down to the creek, the canal, slowly reel that thing in, scan, get your bottom figured out, and then, work those areas accordingly. So there's that option for them too. There's two different kinds, and I'd check them out. Real Sonar guys, they got a lot of cool products coming out, and this jerkbait's pretty cool. A lot of guys will compare this to a Livingston, but this has a little bit more features than the Livingstons do. Again, stay tuned. Big stuff coming from these guys. And this jerkbait, in my opinion, is pretty damn cool. I'm a jerkbait guy through and through. I love fishing jerkbaits. It's a classic 110 size, nothing too big, nothing too small. Big fish hit it, little fish hit it, peacock bass hit it, largemouth, smallmouth, any kind of mouth. If it looks like a bait fish, match your hatch, match the colors. There's a lot of colors on the site, and you'll get bit. A jerkbait's a get bit type of lure, especially in that size. And soon, guys, I'll have a code for you to save you a little bit of money on some of the products. So I'll get that to you guys as quickly as I can as well. What do we got here? That's right. I mean, he hit the nail on the head. Thank you, Lewis. Fish Guy Lou on Instagram. If you guys want to check him out, this guy's popping snook like right and left, like nobody's business. So that's it. That's how I'm going to use it. I do a lot of spillway fishing too, and I wait till it's cool like right now to do so. So I'm curious to see what's at the bottom of these spillways that I've been getting hung up on. I know one of them's like a fence that's down there. I know for a fact there's a fence, but I'd like to see it on the sonar. That way I can make my adjustments and fish around that without getting hooked up on the fence so much, Again, creeks, ponds, local ponds, anywhere, it's a good tool to have if you're a bank fisherman. Even if you're not a bank fisherman and you have a boat, but you just don't have the electronics, it's a good thing to take out on a boat. It's a good thing to take out when you're flats fishing, find the little cuts, the canal drops and creek channels and things like that. If you don't have a fish finder, you don't need to go out and spend thousands of dollars to get your electronics anymore. Head on over to Real Sonar, pick you up something there, and it'll get you fishing. It'll get you fishing in the right spots, and it'll let you know what's on the bottom. Don't get me wrong. The live scan and all that stuff is awesome. It's very awesome. It's very helpful too. But we're not all fortunate enough to have that kind of money or have that type of rig to set that up on. So, there's a mount too. There's a mount that you can put on your kayak, and you're good to go. Mount it to your kayak. Mount your phone up somewhere so you can have your little depth finder screen. You're good to go. You'll know what you're going over, what's under you. It's a good little investment, man, and it's not that much considering the prices of like live scan and all that stuff. So good for kayak anglers too. It's just an awesome, cool thing. But that being said, we're going to go ahead and cut this a little bit short today. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Sorry, Andrew had to dip out on us there a little bit. He had some family stuff he had to take care of, which is always family first. Big news from Vector dropping today. If you haven't seen the post, I'm going to leave it there for a little bit. It's going to leave it there so you can check it out. It's going to leave it there. Check out their post and stay tuned. Go, follow them on Instagram. Big news coming today from Vector Hooks. Bass Assassin. I'm going to drop a post tomorrow of a nice fish I caught on the logger toad from Bass Assassin. It's clean. It's clean. Also, speaking of vector hooks, Captain Ryan Snyder went ahead and tested out some treble hooks, some tornado trebles on Barramundi. Officially passed the test. No broken hooks, no bent hooks. Our treble hooks can battle with some of the toughest fish in the world, which is the Barramundi, and have no problems there. So thank you, Ryan, for heading down there and testing them out yet again. That's like a third trip we tested vector hooks out there, and no bends, no dullness. Hooked fish, pinned fish, brought them in, had a good time. So thank you to all the sponsors. Thank you to you guys for tuning in. Oh, just about to drop, bro.
You were?
Yeah. Do you have any words of encouragement to get these people through the rest of the day? Because that's what we're ending on.
Through chaotic life, you can find peace if you're not going to find peace. I have nothing positive right now.
That's it. That's all he's got. Peace doesn't exist, guys.
It's always a good day. I'll tell you why it's always a good day, because regardless of whatever you got going in front of you, you can find a way out of it if you just try.
That's right. Facts. Keep your head down. Keep trying. Keep casting. Till Thursday. Oh, Thursday. We got Mr. Dean, don't we?
Dean Miller with Pesky Bugaway.
Dean Miller with Pesky Bugaway is going to be live with us. We're going to tune into this, guys. If you guys enjoyed the CSR talk with Trinity, you're really going to enjoy this one too. It's a unique product. It's a special product, and it's a product that I live and die by. If you're in Florida and you hate mosquitoes and no-see-ums, you're gonna want this product. And if you hate your kids crying about every little bug bite they get, we got something for that too. So
100%.
Be sure to come in at 8:30 p.m. on a Thursday Eastern Standard Time. We're gonna be talking it up with Mr. Dean. Great guy, tons of knowledge, and a really great product that me and Andrew have both had a tremendous amount of use with it recently, and it really works, guys. So
yeah,
until then, peace.